my name is Dr. Unique. I'm a Nigerian trained medical doctor currently practicing in the United Kingdom. I particularly make YouTube videos because I enjoy to share in people's life challenges and be part of their success story. Today, I'll be talking to you on a topic that I titled The Ugly Side of Abroad That People May Not Know and People in Abroad will not tell you. All right, so how has been your day? I hope your day has been fine. So how are the steps you are taking? I hope they are all going well. I want you to keep on there. Before I start this video, I want to let you know, understand something. There came a time in this journey that I got tired. Like I got tired, I was depressed. And I told myself, is all these things really worth it? But sincerely speaking, since I came in here and I started working, I told myself I want to, and I appreciated myself for not giving up, even when there were thousands and one reasons to give up. So you may have thousands and one reasons to give up. I want you to know that this environment is full of opportunities. In fact, the one of the things that kept me going, look for something that will keep you going in this journey. One of the things that kept me going along the line is this. When I remember that in 5 to 6 years' time, my children are going to have British passport, and this will be like an open door to the entire world for them. It kept me going. So look for one thing that will keep you going. It may not be your children, it may be you, it may be your family, just anything that keeps you going is fine. All right, so let's go back to the topic. Then I want you to know something. The times I felt depressed, remember I had told you earlier that I started in Saudi Arabia. There's a video I've made why I left Saudi Arabia. I'm yet to upload that video. I will still upload it. That video goes in line, in line with this particular video. When I traveled to Saudi Arabia, I was depressed at some point, and I know so many Nigerians and so many Africans, people from other African countries that were in Saudi Arabia that were very depressed. So this is the reason I felt this video is very, very important. Sometimes people are excited about going to abroad, but they do not know what abroad entails. They do not know that there are ugly sides. There are sides that may shock you. There are sides that may not be palatable. And because of this, some of the mindsets they have, they end up not even coping and regretting why they actually made that movement in the first place. I want you to know there are people that have had it tough as that they regretted why did I even embark on this journey. That's why I'm sharing this video with you, because I don't want you to ever be in that shoe. Now, ugly side of abroad would depend on three major things. Number one, it depends on the area, okay, kind of area or region that you travel to. Like I've talked about so many things about Saudi Arabia. You may not expect people that came to UK to have the same experience with someone that is working in Saudi Arabia. You may not expect someone in Canada to have the same experience with somebody in Saudi Arabia. So it depends on the area. It depends on the support system, because even in the good areas like let's say UK, US, Canada, there are still maybe some hospitals that are not yet organized enough to make sure that racism and other issues are the barest minimum. So there are some hospitals you could work, staffs could be silently toxic and they'll be killing you, but you will not know. So it also depends on the area, the system you got employed into when you came abroad. Then the third thing that it also depends on is the mindset you traveled abroad with. One of the things that made me that I never won the battles that came across me in Saudi Arabia was the mindset I went to. I went in relaxed. I went in that I'm going into a place of rest, a kind of the place of that once I get here, things are better for me. That kind of thing. I never knew about the ugly sides. And when the ugly sides hit, and in my own case, they were like times 10 of what other people are experiencing. I don't blame people that didn't tell me about the ugly side, because they may not have experienced that thing. But that's why I'm making this video. You need to really have this knowledge. When those ugly sides hit, they were times 100 of things I've never expected, and I never recovered from them. I had to tell myself, you are not ready for this journey. And that was why immediately I finished my first contract, despite the fact that everything about coming to UK was not settled. I quitted and I left. And that's why I'm making this video passionately, because I do not want you to miss it or get devastated or even be in a mess by the time you are realizing. Now, what are those shock, the ugly side? Number one is loneliness. Abroad is not a home. If I say this thing, somebody will say, I am not somebody type that is going, I'm not the going out type, I'm not this type, I'm not. Listen to me. Loneliness is a very big issue in abroad. Especially when maybe you left your family behind, maybe for the sake of financial issues, and you came alone. No support system. If you have any challenge at work, you have to bear it alone. Because here, like now in the UK, the British, they mind themselves. Everybody mind their businesses. So that's the culture of abroad. I'm sure it's not only British. So if you do not have maybe support system, you don't have a family to speak to that will really understand you. You may even feel that those because those but let me bring this issue now. There are so many people that when they got to know that have entered the UK, they say, unique, you're in paradise. So. See, when people are now, one of the things that make this journey very terrible is that by the time you're passing through all those challenges, people are telling you you are in paradise. So you have to bottle up those things because you cannot talk to people back home. They will never understand. And because of the fact that they will never understand, you tend to bottle those things up, and you may never have someone here that understands the system to share your burden with. That's one of the reasons why I said I've made myself available for this journey because I knew what I passed through. So I want you to know that the first thing you should know is that this place is a lonely place. In fact, let me give you one story. The very first time I came to United Kingdom to write my plab 2, something happened along the line. I was stopped at Euston, at London, okay, and was trying to a train station, a train station, to where I would get train to Manchester. Hey God, many people that have gone under that bridge will understand. The only people that will understand what I'm going through, and people are so in haste. You ask this person, some will be kind enough to tell you, "Sorry, I'm in haste." Some will even just bullshit you as if you are not a human being. And at that point, you may start saying, what is this? What is happening? See, these things are not the normal thing at home. In Africa, you can hardly see someone missing road and the person talk to somebody and the person just walk past. There is some cultural shock that you can get abroad. Then you really know that yes, these things are not easy and they could put you low. Now the next thing is this: some of us are coming in here are already consultants in our country, in Africa, like in Nigeria. I know so many of my senior colleagues that are consultants. I respect them so much. They are full of stuff. When they come here, they will notice that sincerely they don't know anything. A consultant in Nigeria, a consultant in some part of Africa, there are some procedure that they can do here, like pacing of the heart, and so many things that you, that was a consultant in Nigeria, cannot do it. And these things get at you, especially maybe if you are not in a very supportive system that understand that yes, so it's not that you cannot do this thing, though, but because you're coming from Africa that doesn't have the equipment, these things can get at you. So if and also and most consultants who are most senior registrars, most seniors from back in Africa, usually come down as low. They get jobs that are lower. Either they went through PLA, but they enter residency again. And sometimes at the beginning, if you're in a place that is not well supported, you could just get depressed and ask yourself, why did I even start this abroad journey in the first place? I am comfortable at home. And most times, I want you to know something. Home is a comfort zone. See, I want you to know it. Home is a comfort zone. When you come abroad, many people used to think that when you come abroad is realization. I used to shout it, everybody hold your ear and hear me. In abroad, you walk and walk and walk until your back is aching you. At least I'm making this video at 11. Okay, I've been standing up since morning. Okay, I've been standing up since morning. So I'm just motivated because I want, before you embark on this journey, know that it's not going to be all rosy. But you need to know that you will ask yourself at every point of the challenge, what brought me here? Something brought me here and I'm not going back without it. And look at where the problem comes from. In abroad, it's not like in Africa or in Nigeria, where you make mistake and it's swept under the carpet. In abroad, any mistake you make, you go in for it. If you compromise patient safety in any way, you go in for it. In fact, in Saudi Arabia, they don't even have protocol. In places like Saudi Arabia, they don't even have protocols that protect doctors. In UK have protocols that protect doctors. Potassium is 7. What did the guidelines say about 7? UK uses guideline protecting our doctors. So if you work hard and God is on your side, you wouldn't make mistake. Now, the problem is that when you become depressed, you have higher tendency to make mistake because you will not be you. I don't really wish anybody will really be in this position of depression because it's a terrible thing. So the summary of everything I'm saying is that you need to make up your mind that there are some challenges here. Now there will be some cultural shock. In Nigeria, maybe you are coming as a consultant, you used to be in charge of everything. You don't know that being in charge gives you this fulfillment and joy. Then when you come here, you start from the scratch again. These things are hurting. These things sometimes can be demoralizing. And if you are not properly prepared for them, they can weigh you down and they can tarnish the journey for you. That's why I'm making this video. I want you to know that all these challenges, there's something I keep telling myself in every condition I am, except I see that my own safety is compromised. Like when I was in Saudi Arabia, why I left is that I felt unsafe. The department do not have protocol for managing anything. So what they just do is blame game. When there is complication, there is you do the one you want to be done. This one blame you, this one blame you, this one blame you. They do blame game. They do not have guidelines for you to follow. So where there is no guideline, people are at risk. I saw my license as at risk. That was why I left. So, but if you are in a place that have guideline, you need to know something. People have been surviving this journey no matter the challenge you see. And there's a good thing about UK. If a place become too toxic for you, you could ask to, you could get another job. It's easier to get job here. So I want you to know that there are other things. Food in Africa, we have a whole lot of food in Africa, and our food is totally different from the one that of UK. This poses a very big challenge. So when you are coming from Nigeria or from Africa, come with some of the food stuff, support yourself before you learn to what cope. Then your attitude also can also be part of what puts you in trouble. If you're the type that you're high tempered, you can shout, you can insult people. In British culture, it is taking if a fellow worker cry for you is a very big problem. So I've said it several times without number. British culture is highly polite. Abroad culture is highly polite. People are going through mental stress, and their mental health is put as a priority. You must put your emotions in order. Even if you are being pissed off, you must find a way to politely pass your message without hurting another. Because once you've been labeled as someone that have a bad attitude and all those kind of things affecting you, the way you and your fellow worker relate becomes a problem. Then the last thing I want to talk about is high expectation. We come with so much high expectation, giving us ugly side. Some people like what I'm saying, they just feel that I have come abroad, so all my problem has finished. My dear, problem doesn't finish in this world. Abroad has its own challenges. I don't want this video to be too long. It's going to 12 minutes. If today is the very first day you're coming across my channel, I'm Dr. Unique. I particularly make YouTube videos because I am passionate about being part of people's challenges and providing solutions to them in my own little way. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to your girl. We need this video to get to 1,000. I have so many people, including white and black, that are willing to come and share their experiences.